Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives of Potomac, the finale episode, season 8. Baby. So I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right into things. This fight was a setup. Ashley brought those goons to the party to fight Candace. She brought her pretty little creatures to that party to fight Candace. And it's weird how people are so obsessed with inflicting violence onto Candace. I don't get it. Some of you have been abused. Some of you have been taught that you must be quiet. If you don't like something, be quiet. Because if you speak up about it, you have to fight about it. That is abuse. Some of you were taught at an early age, either shut up or fight. And that is abusive. So many people in society are suffering in silence because something was done to them, but they were beat into submission. And a lot of people really need to seek help and heal because this is not right. For you guys to be so upset that Candace is on this show where they pay her to talk her shit. So mad that y'all want to see someone violently attack her. You are not well. You can't be well. Something is wrong and you really need to find some help. And that is what we saw go down on that episode, okay? It was a setup, but it didn't go how Ashley and her pretty little creatures wanted it to go, and y'all saw what happened. When it comes to Sesame Street, I truly believe that Ashley told her, hey, if you want to get on the show, the easiest way to get on this show is to strike up an argument with Candace. If Candace and you have a back and forth verbally, the producers are going to want to put you on this show. I truly believe that that's what this woman was told, and that's why you see her talking about Candace before she ever met Candace. She was talking about Candace in that one-on-one scene with Ashley before she ever met Candace. I feel like Ashley pointed her in Candace's direction. And when Candace did not give her the time of day last season, I think it angered her. I don't think she cared that Candace called her Sesame Street. I think she took that and ran with it. She was happy that she called her that. I think her anger with Candace is that Candace, when she went to talk to her at Karen's show, Candace was like, no, thank you. I don't want to talk to you. And then you see Ashley begging her, Candace, please talk to my friend. Please talk to my friend. She doesn't mean you any ill will. We literally saw Ashley begging Candace to have a conversation with Deborah. Oh, please talk to my friend. She doesn't mean anything. Please talk to her. Oh, you're going to just dismiss my friend like you dismissed Jacqueline? They were begging Candace to give Deborah a moment. That is what that lady was promised. And when Candace refused to talk to her, she was angry about that. I don't believe for a second that she was angry that she was called Sesame Street. If that was the case, you shouldn't have brought your ass on this show. Because when you want to come on these types of shows, you're going to be scrutinized. Your hair, your looks, your clothes, your money, your husband, your mama, your grandmama, your baby mama, your man's other baby mama, everything will be scrutinized. If you can't handle being called funny looking, or you can't handle someone saying you look like whatever, then why do you want to come on this show? You were not angry that she called you Sesame Street. You did not confront her because she called you Sesame Street. You were upset that she would not give you the time of day. And people need to start being honest. Candace's mouth had nothing to do with anything. The fact that she didn't want to talk to you is what made you come in there that day dressed like how you was dressed, thinking you was going to put hands on Candace. But oh boy, you didn't know what was coming for you. Now, when Deborah walked up on to Candace and started asking her, you want to say something to my face? Whatever. And Candace was like, get away from me. Get the help away from me. And she tossed that drink. Her arm was stretched across Kiana's face. Like she made contact with Kiana and Wendy. Now, where I'm from, okay? I'm from A-Leaf, baby, okay? Where I'm from, if you walk up to one of my homegirls and you hit me in the process, whether it was intentional or not, I have full merit. I have full rights to dust you because you made contact with me. It don't matter if you was trying to touch the person to my right. You made contact with me. I have all the rights in the world to dust you because you hit me while you were trying to assault someone else. So when Kiana shoved her, I didn't see no fault in what Kiana did. I am certain, I am 1000% certain that if Robin was standing somewhere and Giselle was standing to her right and someone walked up trying to start a trouble with Giselle and they accidentally shoved their arm across Robin's face, I think Robin would take full advantage of that opportunity. I think Robin would take full advantage of that opportunity to mollywop somebody. The Robin we've been watching for the last 8 years, I know she would. So when Kiana shoved her out of her space, I don't think that she was wrong. And then when Sesame Street grabbed the glass or whatever she grabbed and hit Kiana in the forehead, she got what she was looking for. When Kiana started to wear her out, she got what she was looking for. And then for Ashley's other friend to run up and snatch Kiana's hair down and pull her down to the ground. And you saw it was a little step. That was a hard fall. That fall was brutal. That fall was brutal. And it pissed me off. You know what else upset me about this fight? Is when Candace picked up the champagne bottle, right? While Deborah threw the drink on Candace, Candace picked up the champagne bottle. At that point, Kiana and her started going at it, right? Well, Kiana was whooping her ass. We didn't see Miss Wild Deborah. We didn't see her land not one punch, but we saw Kiana was getting with Miss Thing, okay? We saw that much. I didn't like how Ashley was trying to stop Candace. No, ma'am. You go address your friend. Your friend just set it off up in your event. You should have gone to your friend and say, why did you do that? You watched your friend take a glass and assault Kiana, but you were more concerned with stopping Candace from defending herself. That's a setup. Ashley, and I think what people need to know moving forward, when you set things up like this, it's never going to go as planned. It never goes as planned. If you turn on the TV and watch a lot of these crimes, it never goes as planned. It always turns into something different. When you set up situations like this, be very careful. I truly think the fight that happened season 5, and a lot of y'all be watching Baddies and Baddies East and West and all that stuff, y'all really think that that's real life. You run up on somebody in real life, be careful. Because it never goes as planned. It never goes as planned. Deborah, I don't know that Sesame Street is a fighter. To me, she looks like a really sloppy person that doesn't have full control of her limbs. That's just what she gives me. Because even when she was hugging the women earlier in the last episode, it didn't give like you're fully control of your arms and how they function. It just didn't give that to me. It just didn't give that. Everyone thinks because the fight that happened season 5 and how first of all, what y'all don't realize is Candace was reluctant to really hit Monique because that was her friend. Okay, that was a weird situation to be in, number 1. Number 2, Monique had that table and her size to her advantage. Candace is a lot smaller than Monique. I'm not trying to say that Candace got hands and she could fight. The girl told us she had never been in a fight a day in her life, right? I can tell you this though. That table being in between Candace and Monique, and Candace's size, and Monique having hostile feelings towards Candace that I don't even think Candace was aware of, all played a part in why that fight went down the way that it did. And also, Candace was trying to save her wig. Candace had a grip on her wig she wouldn't let go. But see, if Monique met a bitch like myself, she met somebody like me, child, that fight would have been something different. She had met a girl her same height. It would have been something different, because someone like myself, I would have flipped that table and I would have gave you what you was looking for. But Candace don't fight. And people think because you don't fight, there's lots of people in this world that are outspoken, that speak their mind, and they've never had to fight. Bethany Frankel has given out many a tongue lashes, and ain't nobody put their hands on her. The way that she cussed out Luann and slut-shamed Luann Luann should have knocked her off her feet. Nobody did that because that's not what you do. If someone cusses you, you cuss them back. Somebody reads you, you read them back. You don't put your hands on somebody because you can't keep up verbally. As an adult, that's how y'all acting. That season 5 fight really got a lot of y'all messed up in the head. It really does. People talk their shit on these shows. If Candace came on the show and just wasn't saying nothing, she would have been fired. She doesn't have the privilege Giselle does. Giselle can sit there at the reunion and not say nothing the whole entire time, and they will give her first chair for 7 seasons in a row. This is the first season they didn't give Giselle first chair, and we all know why. I'm not fooled by it. She'll be back in first chair next season. But anyways, back to the season 8 fight. While Deborah, Kiana wore you out. I didn't see you land one punch. She wore you out. And if it wasn't for your fellow pretty little creature pulling her hair and pulling y'all all down to the ground with security fat ass falling on top of Kiana, if all of that did not happen, she would have wore you out worse than what she did to you. And side note, Miss Winter from Love and Marriage DC, now I really think I'm done with that show. Because the people say that Winter was on YouTube telling us that Kiana got beat up, that Wild Deborah beat the crap out of Kiana. When they got down on the floor, Deborah went to work. Well, TMZ footage proved that that was a lie. So what I think happened was she had already hit Kiana. Kiana was already bleeding and injured, right? They fall down to the ground. Debbie was immediately picked up. She was immediately removed from the ground. When did she have time to throw hands? Because we didn't see no hands being thrown. They fall down to the ground, but she was immediately pulled away from it. So when did she beat up Kiana? I'd like to know, because I didn't see that happen. That didn't happen. Those of you that was lying to that lady saying she did something, that didn't happen. She got her ass whooped. And what y'all was not ever expecting was for that footage to come out and be public. That's why Ashley was like, are the cameras down? Are the cameras down? Are we done, babe? Are we done? Ashley, you set that up and it didn't go as planned. And now you are shuffling around. You shuffling them feet. You trying to figure something out. But honestly, Kiana better than me. Kiana is better than me. When I say I would have made it my job to change you people's life, to remove the ground from under y'all, baby, y'all lucky. Anyways, let's stop talking about the actual fight because it's pissing me off all over again. I just think it's insane. When I saw Kiana's face, I was pissed. I was livid. Like, I don't know this lady, but no one deserves it. I do like that Karen stepped in and was like, hey, we're going to get her to the hospital. I'm going to ride with her. I want to talk to her mom. I want to make sure everything's okay. Because, you know, they all met each other's moms at Candace's event. So I know that Karen being closer to Kiana's mother's age, she felt the way. Like, I like that she stepped in. I really like that she stepped in that role. I was so upset. Like, I did not like that happened. And Candace cussing out that girl afterwards, I didn't care nothing about that. Because you wanted to be goofy and silly. You wanted to come over here for a moment and you lost your mind and you grabbed a weapon and you assaulted Kiana because she shoved you. And then you lied and said she punched you in your face. She punched you in your face after you assaulted her with a weapon. Jail. You should have gone to jail, you funny looking heifer. Anyways, we're gonna let it go. Okay, so this reveal party that Mia was hosting to show everyone's pictures for the Monarch magazine spread that they did where they were all channeling all these legends. It was nice. I'm gonna say this though. I don't think I said it in the last video, but why did they make Robin Mariah Carey? Mariah Carey is the most girliest, the most feminine, the most dainty. She is like a flower. Robin is not that. Robin is never giving Mariah Carey. I feel like they thought about everyone else and they just was like, oh, Mariah Carey. Robin never gives diva. She never gives opulence. She never gives sensuality. She don't give that. Why would y'all make her Mariah Carey? As someone who, like, literally I was raised on Mariah Carey, okay, I didn't appreciate that. Y'all could have gave that to anybody else. Y'all should have gave that to Mia instead. I don't know. I think Robin probably would have been a better Pam Grier, and then Mia could have been a Mariah Carey. Maybe they should have done it that way, because even Mia's Pam Grier, it wasn't given. It was not given. And I looked up, I saw what she was trying to do, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. And why would y'all give Giselle that? Anyways, child. I'm going to say Wendy 8 to me. Wendy 8, Karen 8, Candace 8. Giselle tried. Giselle, you obviously could tell who she was channeling. So I'll give Giselle her things. But Robin as Mariah Carey. Why y'all don't like Robin? Y'all don't like Robin. Y'all really don't. Robin is literally, they really treat Robin like an afterthought. It's time that she leaves the show. Anyways, I love the fact that Candace's sister, Crystal, she showed up to the party before Candace, okay? She had some things to get off her chest. I love the fact that she had that conversation with Ashley. Because I think people forget that these are real human beings. Like, y'all may hate Candace all you want to, but she comes from a family. She got a mama, she got daddy, she got a stepmama, a stepdaddy, she got sister and brothers. She got people that love her. She got friends in real life that can fight. She got people that will buck for her. I think y'all forget, like, the same way you got a village of people that support you in real life, she got a village of people that support her too. The same way people want to invite wild birds and wild creatures to set, Candace could go that route too if she wanted to. I think people forget that. Remember that though, when you want to run up on people though. I think y'all should remember that. Everybody has the right. Everyone has the constitutional right to defend themselves. I want y'all to remember that, because people are getting besides themselves these days. But anyways, I enjoyed the fact that Crystal let her know, I don't want to see my sister attacked on this show for a second time. I'm putting you on notice. Don't have that bitch around my sister no more. She ain't say that, but that's what she meant. If it was your sister, that's what you would say. Sharice with this boot on her foot, she need to go sit down. If your foot was that messed up from holding Candace, little bitty Candace back, girl, you shouldn't have came to the party. Because I refuse to believe that Candace got you in a boot. But if Candace did get you in a boot, girl, that's what you get. Because according to Robin, you shouldn't be trying to fight other people's battles. You tried to intervene. And so if you got injured, oh well. And while we're talking about foolish people and foolish things that they say, I also did not appreciate Giselle, Ashley, and Cal trying to say that this all happened because of Candace's mouth. If Candace saying the help makes you that upset, why did you go and approach her to talk to her? You know that if you say something to her, she's going to say something that might cut you. She's going to say something that might hurt your feelings. So why engage with her? Why talk to her? She's not your friend. You don't have to talk to her. She don't work with y'all. Why did Sesame Street go and talk to Candace? Why? Cal, for you to say that she needs to be prepared for whatever may come with what comes out of her mouth, I'm pretty sure you say things that people don't like. You said this and I didn't like it. What if I see you on the streets and say, oh, well, you need to be prepared for whatever I do to you because you said something I didn't like? Let's apply that logic to everyone. Your good girlfriend, Giselle, has said a lot of things that people don't like. So does that mean that we should see her on the street and accost her because we don't like some of the things that comes out of her mouth? I'm going to need y'all to really apply common sense to the things that you guys say. I really didn't like that. And I think this is why it's not good to praise these guests that appear on the show from time to time, because people have given you a little bit of respect because you have kind of put Giselle in her place at moments. But maybe you didn't deserve that respect because you get on this TV show and say that this girl deserves to be assaulted because she says things that people don't like. We don't like how you be looking. We don't be liking your outfits. We don't like the way you do Giselle's hair. Should we accost you because of that? You tried it. The way that Ashley keeps lying about the events that occurred that night tells me all the more that this was a setup. This did not go the way that Ashley planned in her big ass head. She didn't plan it to go down this way. But as my bros from Outkast say, You could plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. See, y'all wasn't expecting Kiana to be there. Y'all wasn't expecting a lot of things. And baby girl, so many things happened that you did not expect to happen that were so far out of your control. And now you're trying to clean it up with lies. When I say Ashley needs to be fired, and certain people, the people that were on production that were present that night, they need to be fired as well. That's what I think. And while I'm talking about this, Robin said it's unfortunate that Kiana got caught up in that trying to fight other people's battle. Robin, you are not for real. Robin, you have made sure to embarrass me season 7 and season 8. Forever supporting you. You really made sure to embarrass me. What do you mean she was fighting someone else's battles? Robin, you have been fighting Giselle's battles for 8 years. Things don't even be having nothing to do with you, Robin. And you insert yourself. When Wendy verbally tore your ass up down to Williamsburg, was it not because you were trying to fight Giselle's battles? Every situation that I think Robin has ever gotten into it stemmed from her trying to fight Giselle's battles. I'm really trying to remember when she got into it with somebody over her own stuff. It always stems from you fighting Giselle's battles. So if that's the case, you deserve Wendy cussing you out, embarrassing you, and telling you about yourself. You deserved it. Every time someone chewed you up, you deserved it because you was trying to fight someone else's battles. And if that's the case, so y'all remember season 5 when Giselle shoved Monique's shoulder because she was trying to tell her to stop? That means that she should have had a glass thrown on her face. Giselle deserved to have a glass thrown on her face too because she shoved Monique. Y'all say stuff that y'all can't never stand on. And this is why, as adults, you keep your hands to yourself. These things that y'all are spewing, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. I can promise you that this right here is not the end of things. More is to come. Y'all stay on this show, more will come your way. I really think, Ashley, if you know, like I know, you might want to leave the show too. You might want to pack your bag. You might want to pack your bundle and be right out the door with Candace and Robin. Because, baby, the things that y'all said in this episode, it's going to bite y'all in y'all behinds. I promise it will. Anyways, it seems as though I share the same sentiments with the Grand Dame and Wendy. Because when they pulled Ashley aside and held her feet to the fire about what happened, I really appreciated everything that everyone said. And I'm really appreciated that Giselle and Robin kept their mouth closed because they were not present. So that I can give them. I can give them that. Because Cal was standing there like this, looking like a damn fool. Because he had already ran his mouth and embarrassed himself. I can appreciate that Robin and Giselle stayed quiet. Wendy did everything that she needed to say. I agree with everything that came out of Wendy's mouth. She handled Ashley the way that she was supposed to. Karen also handled Ashley the way that she needed to. She said, basically, you have sent a message to people that they can come on this set and just do to us whatever they want to. And she was absolutely correct. Even Mia made sense. Mia said, homegirl slept the alcohol off and doubled down. NECA over there trying to kiss ass and defend Ashley. But Ashley, you were upset with this, right? Ashley, you was upset with this. NECA, you ain't fooling me. NECA girl, if you stick around and they do you dirty, just know that you brought it upon yourself. Because that was not, no. Ashley needed to stand in the shit that she created. She caused this, she needed to stand in it. You trying to offer her a way out, to me, was so whack and was so corny. Wendy even gave you credit. I don't even feel like you deserved it. Didn't you get pushed in the melee? NECA, that was the chance for you to be your own person and you flopped. You got shoved down. I saw you. You also were touched in this fight. And you gonna sit up there and try to coddle Ashley, you corny whack heifer. You got touched in the melee. I saw you. You got shoved. And instead of you telling Ashley the truth, you're trying to coddle her. When she set all of this up, she put all of y'all in danger that night. She brought wild birds in you guys' space and made you guys unsafe. And you're going to try to coddle her? Whatever they do to you, Neka girl, if you stick around and they do you dirty, I'm going to be like, well, what Giselle said, I'm going to be like, well, that's going to be me too. Well, now as for Mia and Gordon's last scene, like I told you, I really can't get into them. I know a lot of people were impressed with it. I don't know. I'm going to say this though, as a woman, I never like to see a woman be in an abusive relationship, whether that is emotional, physically, financially, mentally, whatever it may be. I never like to see a man hold anything over a woman's head. Like if a lady wants out of a relationship, let her go. If a man wants out of a relationship, let him go. I don't like to see those type of things. So if that's what this is, then yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Free Mia, okay? However, Mia lies so much. I don't know what's real. Gordon lies too. So I don't know what's real. If Mia had this new boyfriend or whatever, this old boyfriend around her kids, you trifling for that? If this whole thing is made up, all y'all trifling for it? I just don't know what's what. And like I told y'all, I can't get into it. I just can't. It don't make no sense to me. What it's sounding like is, baby, everybody want to be famous. Everybody want a little bit of this Bravo platform and everybody's willing to work for it. I don't know what happened. I don't even... When I say I don't believe her, so I just can't even give commentary on it because I don't believe nothing she says or he says. The lady lied too much. I think I'm over a lot of the ugly, rude, terrible things. A lot of the things that make me not like Mia, I'm pretty much over them. If Mia can come back next season and just be honest, I'm willing to give her a chance. That's if I'm even watching the show, because I don't know if I will be watching. But if she could just be real and honest, I'm willing to give Mia a chance. But she lies so much, it's just kind of like, I don't care. I'm so indifferent to her and her storyline and what her and Gordon may or may not be having going on. Like, I don't care. But, I guess the finale did what it was supposed to. It gave us something to have opinions about and gave us something to say something about. The fake stories gotta stop. The fake stories gotta stop. Like, I don't know. I feel like Karen has a story. Wendy has a story. Giselle without Robin is going to be very interesting. So if I'm watching, it will probably be because I do want to see what's going on with Karen. I love Wendy. Giselle... I ain't never gonna see it for Giselle until Giselle apologized for what she did to Chris. I'm so sorry. I just cannot. I feel like, Giselle, you don't got no sons, but you probably do have some nephews. And would you want someone to do to your nephew what you tried to do to Chris? I'm never gonna see it for her like that. The same way a lot of y'all don't see it for Phaedra and Portia, I'm never gonna see it for Giselle until Giselle clean up what she did. But yeah, now I'm just all over the place. Thank you guys for watching Season 8 with me. It has been a struggle. So much has happened. I'm definitely going to review the reunions. So, you know, come and check your girl out. Okay, I need the support. But anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.